everyone, the 13 Scala here, also known as Scala, and welcome back to more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, where I have an Edgar on my lap. So, oh hello, nope, we're not doing that. We're not playing with chords. Oh, nope, still not. All right, I just couldn't leave this. I had to play something. I had to continue the story. Evidence? I'm willing to bet that you don't. Yes, it certainly would be difficult to prove this with evidence. If we don't have evidence, then we have to rely on testimony. I'm afraid that won't work in this case. Both parties involved in the incident are dead. Oh. The real reason she wanted him dead. We certainly can't get dead people to testify. This has all been a wild goose chase from the beginning. Oh? Touché, Miss Sky. Of course. That only leaves us with one possibility. Huh? You mean there's still another possibility? What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? I mean the possibility that the victim has left us a message. Emma's hand on the leather from where she shoved him. For better or for worse, Mr. Marshall did not die instantly. He may have left behind the name of the person who took his life. In one manner or another. That's impossible. No, it took him 10 minutes to die. Well, Mr. Wright, is this the only possibility left to you? A message from the deceased? Does such a message exist? I gotta think back to the court record. Yeah. Sorry. It's this. It's probably the leather from his outfit. Real murderer's name that the victim may have left behind. There is evidence. This message from the deceased is already in our possession. Mr. Wright, will you stop at nothing to prove my sister was a murderer? Look, that's not what this is about. Do not be mistaken, Miss Sky. Huh? Our purpose is not to accuse Emma of any crime. There's only one thing we seek. The truth. And because the case file is closed, she can't be tried for the murder of Goodman because it's been, of Marshall because it's been 2 years. The case has been officially closed, so she can't be charged for the murder. No matter how painful it may be. Thank God. Okay, so I don't have to worry. Now then, Mr. Wright, please show us the piece of evidence that conveys the message from the deceased. Here you go. This is the message from the deceased. Right. Now then, this is a message from the judge. Oh. I guess that wasn't right. A dead person left behind a message. It would have to be in written form. That's the only logical conclusion. You'd better be careful or you might wind up deceased yourself. Oh, you better be careful or you might wind up deceased yourself. Let's try this again. Alright, fine. Well, I'm saving it before I pick another item. Now then, Mr. Wright, please show us a piece of evidence that conveys... Nope, that's not it. In written form. No. No. Nope. 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 From floor plans, lost item report. Glove? I wonder what that glove has to do with anything. This trying to say Emma? But from when the pieces were all shattered? I rotate it from this angle? Since we already determined that this pot is in a very specific angle. The only conclusion I could come to. Joe Dark killings, autopsy report. List of evidence. What about this? This is the message left by the deceased. This is that blue badger from before, right? Oh, is he just going to speak the killer's name? Oh, is he just going to speak the killer's name? If that thing could, I'm sure it would. Looks like everyone's forgotten that this is just a jar. Anyway, a message was left here on the surface of this jar. What do you mean? If you look closely, you can see the faint trail of blood on this jar. It looks like someone wiped away the blood. Yep, but notice, for some reason, blood on some of the fragments was not wiped away. Yes, there is a line here drawn in blood. And so what you're saying is that these dots were once lines. Prosecutor Marshall did not die instantly. He used a few precious moments left to him to leave behind a message. One that someone apparently wiped away. But the blood must have seeped into the jar where the lines changed direction. Precisely so. All we need to do is connect these points. The victim's message will become apparent. No. Yep. Mr. Wright? What kind of message did the victim leave for us? Your Honor? I believe these bloodstains will reveal the answer. We gotta connect these dots to make letters. There's only one thing the victim would have written given the circumstances. His murderer's name. Okay, I think I see it. E, and then M, and then A. Okay. Yeah. That's the best I got. That's what I got. It's a defense attorney's duty to prove their client's innocent. Right now, you're being a prosecutor. That's why I've been thinking about... All I've been thinking about is saving Lana. After all, my efforts, I never thought it would turn out like this. Emma. So, this is the final message Prosecutor Marshall left behind. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Of all people. She may not have meant it, but in the end, the one who took the victim's life was Emma Skye. Yeah. It's the only reason Lana would go to jail would be to protect Emma. See, Worthy, I can't say I didn't warn you. You dick. Chief Gant, do you understand the implications of what you've done? What are you talking about? 2 years ago, Joe Dark was sentenced to death. He was convicted because of his final murder. I believe you were the prosecutor in that case, were you not? Yes, Worthy. Because of you, an innocent man was sentenced to death. Because you fed him false information. Not only that, but you used forged evidence to ensure his conviction.
Objection!
Oh? But Joe Dark really was a serial murderer. That's undeniable. Ooh, we have proof of that. I'm afraid that's not important. Oh, no, it is. Didn't you know? We aren't defenders of justice. What? We're merely keepers of the law. Sentencing a man to death, that's no light matter. Even if there isn't any cover-up or evidence forgery, ultimately the responsibility falls on the prosecutor in charge. I disagree with that. Despite what anyone may say, this fact cannot be denied. I disagree with that. What is going on at the prosecutor's office? Innocent man is sentenced to death? How can he just stand there like it wasn't his fault? Order! 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 Oh God, they can't shut up. The gavel's pounding fell on deaf ears. Unable to settle the crowd, the judge declared a recess. Where this trial is headed, no one knows. To be continued. Man. Yeah, we're saving it. But isn't it on the police department's duty if they give him false evidence? Because they're under the assumption that the police are doing their job correctly. February 25th, 12:06, District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. I'm sorry, Edgeworth. I didn't mean to get you in trouble. Don't worry about it. This is my problem, not yours. I hope I'm not interrupting anything, pals. Oh, I guess I am. Anyway, I'll come back later. Wait, no, wait a second. Gumshoe, what is it? Well, you got a lot of nerve, pal, making a detective run around while on duty. On top of it all, you called me here. I've seen happier people at funerals. I take it Lana's having you run errands again. Let me tell you, this is the last time, pal. Here, she asked me to give this to you if there was a break in today's trial. Evidence law. Edgeworth was talking about this the other day. You must know there are 2 rules of evidence law. No evidence, number 1, no evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department.
Is that right, Mr. Wright?
It seems so.
You could at least study some evidence law, really.
What's rule number 2 again?
And Chief Prosecutor also wanted me to give you a message.
A message?
She said, if you're planning to take him on, you're going to need this book.
Him. I guess I'll need to be given this book a thorough read. Evidence law securely slipped into the pocket. For Miss Sky explains the 2 rules of evidence law.
Doesn't look like that book will do you any good now, though.
Yeah, no kidding. Let me take a look at it. Alright, submitting evidence. Rule number 1, no evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. Rule number 2, unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. So this whole thing is going to hinge around number 1. Right? Okay. Although, all that's left now is Chief Prosecutor's sentence. That's where you're wrong, Detective. Huh? Haven't you figured it out yet? Why I'm still sitting in the prosecutor's seat? Despite all these allegations being thrown at me?
Mr. Edgeworth.
The real trial today hasn't begun yet.
What? What else is there left to do? Your credibility has all been but ruined with this forged evidence that you're unaware of. Emma Sky found out she's unwittingly caused a man's death. And now you're telling me you want to do more? You gotta be kidding me, pal.
You're missing the point there, Detective. Lana didn't murder Detective Goodman.
Huh?
She merely stuck a knife into a dead body. That means that the real killer is still out there.
What?
And we're going to expose him, no matter what it takes. This case has hurt too many people. It's time to bring it to an end. Yeah, it is. February 25th, 12:52, District Court, courtroom number 9. The court will now reconvene for the trial of Miss Lana Sky. Mr. Edgeworth. Yes, Your Honor. The inquiry committee is planning to impose harsh penalties for your actions. To you, bow. Thank you for the news, Your Honor. Yes, well, normally this is where the prosecution calls forth a witness, but, this isn't easy to say. You see, there is some concern that you, Mr. Edgeworth, may have, struck a bargain. Oh. You think I may have manipulated the witnesses? I didn't say that. It's just, you see, everyone has been talking and...
Very well, Your Honor.
Very well, Your Honor. I have a solution. A solution? That being the case, the prosecution will allow the defense to call forth all future witnesses.
Thank you.
What? But there's no precedent for what you're proposing.
Disagree on that one. That's how actual court works.
Undeniably, this is an unusual arrangement, but a very effective one. It would prove that I haven't struck any deals with the witnesses. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say?
Fuck yeah! Unbelievable. Edgeworth has found a way to continue the trial. Very well. The defense accepts the prosecution's proposal.
Look at us go. Then it's settled. The, defense may now call forth the next witness. Mr. Wright? You do realize this is your last chance. If you call the wrong witness, this trial is as good as over.
Ah, crap. That means I save it. Okay. So who do I call? Do I call him or do I call in Lana? Time to bring out the real murderer. Oh.
Take that!
That was easy. Damon Gant. The defense calls Damon Gant to the stand.
Damon Gant? What does he have to do with anything?
As the defendant's partner 2 years ago, Mr. Gant has first-hand knowledge of the crime. Not to mention his office was the crime scene. I feel we should hear what he has to say about it.
As luck would have it, he should still be in the courthouse. He would also be the least likely to have been manipulated by me in any way. Wouldn't you agree, Your Honor? True. All right, bailiff, please escort Mr. Gant to the stand.
Yep. All right.
Witness, please state your name and occupation. What is this, some kind of practical joke? I was just on my way to lunch. Your name and occupation, sir.
All right.
Worthy, are you sure you want to do this?
I didn't call you to... He didn't call you to the stand, mister. I did. Shut the hell up on your yip-yap and just tell me name and occupation for the record. Thank you.
Your name and occupation, sir. So, you want to play hardball, huh? Please, Mr. Gant. Fine. My name is Damon Gant, and I'm the acting chief of police.
I don't know why my brain thought that meant like temporary. I think it's because I've been watching too much Realist Hero. Now then, Chief Gant, the court requires to hear Now then, Chief Gant, the court requests to hear your testimony.
Oh, righto, what's with the grim face?
Please just say your words, man. First, let's clear up this SL9 incident.
Oh, you mean that time when Lana's sister murdered that prosecutor?
You're a dick. Certifiably.
Personally, I think it's been made pretty clear already.
Nope. There's still some things unaccounted for.
Oh, like what?
Well, that's what we're hoping to find out. So go ahead and just tell us what you remember. Like the role that you played in all of this. Yeah, you were supposed to be in the interrogation room. How could you, as acting chief, let a man escape?
Son, either you're very brave or very foolish.
I am both, as everybody has pointed out.
You are aware, of course, that the police chief has all kinds of weapons at his disposal.
Threatening me in a court is going to be great. Weapons, huh?
Sure, take my testimony for example. I don't have to give it if I don't want to.
What? Is that true?
I'm afraid so. The chief of police has the right to refuse to testify. Of course, such an action carries with it certain risks. Don't worry, I'm not here to hinder your trial. Just remember, if this turns out to be a big waste of time, don't say I didn't warn you.
I see.
Very well. The witness may now begin his testimony.
But we're going to save that for next time. I might as well let this thing reel out, but we're saving that for next time. Because that's all the time that we've got for this episode. Honestly, the makeup's slipping into my eyes hurt. I want to go to bed. I got to work tomorrow. So, not that I don't want to spend time with you guys, but it's late. It's late o'clock. Anyway, that's all the time we've got for this episode. So remember to drink your water, take your pills if you haven't yet today, and eat a food. That's the other thing. I'll see you guys next. Crazy turn events in the trial. Welcome to the outro. Algorithm-based recommendations over here. Oh my god, I really should think of like what I'm gonna recommend to you guys. Oh boy, I can't think of anything. In Stars in Time, #1. I loved that game. So many more people need to hear about it. Please check this out. I do get a little rambly at the beginning, but all I've been thinking about lately is this game, especially because now that they're making new plushies for it. Please check that out. And then over here, either the next part in the series or something that I thought you guys might like and picked out for you if that other part hasn't been uploaded yet. I'll see you guys next time.